Good morning. For anybody just joining us, welcome to some Regulation G shenanigans. Oh, looks like somebody's bringing what I'm guessing is the event Rayquaza. And they've got a lot of physical pressure and a wheezing on their side. The wheezing may be a neutralizing gas, although I don't know. You know, I'm not convinced entirely that it would be neutralizing gas. Huh. Although if it is neutralizing gas, that could mess up some things. Let me try and lead... Maybe they got two dark types on the board. Okay, so I'm going to try and lead Alfred. And maybe I4. Or do I go Alfred and Sneasler for the lead? You know, hold on. Alfred and Ogerpon. How about those two? Sneasler and I4 in the back? No. I think Whimsalot in the back, maybe. Over the Mewtwo. Although, no, you know what? I am going to put Mewtwo in there. So no Tailwind, but I got the rest of the lineup in there. So yeah, I'm running without Tailwind, without speed control. So we're going to be trying to work with what we've got here. Hopefully, if they are running Wheezing, I'm hoping it's not a neutralizing gas, or they at least send the Wheezing after I get my my Psychic Surge off. That's the hope. So we're going to see what happens. Incineroar and Rayquaza. Okay, Incineroar Rayquaza is the one coming in. Okay. Which means Fake Out and Extreme Speed are neutralized. Unless, of course, you know, they make the critical error of... Alright, what's with this communication stuff going on? What's this communication running? The game is running a communicating loop. Like, what's going on? There it goes. Okay, Psychic Surge is up. Of course, Airlock neutralizes weather, and Intimidate hits. So Ogerpon is going to be running Weakened. I do need to be careful of flying type attacks, though. So I think we go for... Okay, I'm going to go for the Dazzling Gleam and the Spiky Shield. In case of Dragon Ascent flying into that spot. Okay, what's going on here? This is Terra Normal. Yep. Oh, are they just going to be running Extreme Speed? Is it... If they're going Terra Normal already, well, it does get rid of the Fairy weakness. But at the same time, like, they don't know that I'm packing the Dazzling Gleam in there to try and hit for weakness. Yep, okay, so they completely blanked on the Psychic Terrain blocking. Fake Out just gets completely neutralized. And then Dragon Ascent going into, yep, the Ogerpon slot. And Spiky Shield giving it a little bit of pain. That also tells me Indeedee is faster than Rayquaza. That is incredibly useful for information. So how about we go ahead and go Terra Fairy, and then switch around maybe the Mewtwo. Or... let the Ivy Cudgel... Okay, what is our speed stat? 161. Oh, Ogerpon's actually faster. Okay, which means Ogerpon also outspeeds Rayquaza. Ivy Cudgel, Rayquaza. So yeah, Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam. So that way I can still chip damage the Incineroar. But since both are faster, we're still going to be doing damage to Ray. Since we are faster than Rayquaza, whatever kind of build they got. Oh, they're protecting. Crap. Okay, Ivy Cudgel goes nowhere then. But Dazzling Gleam's going to do some damage. Knockoff on Indeedee, not very effective. Yep, the Terra Fairy helping that. Well, there goes Bright Powder, no big deal. I think Dazzling Gleam, and you know what? This time, let's go ahead and Ivy Cudgel the Incineroar slot. I know I'm running at -1 attack. Okay, they're still playing. They're still playing against the Psychic Terrain like it's not even there. Okay, I think next turn I actually switch out one of these guys. I switch out Indeedee next turn so that I can recycle my Psychic Terrain. I think I have 2 turns left of it. That Rayquaza with the extreme speed is going to be a threat. I want to keep Psychic Terrain working in my favor. Okay, Urshifu coming in to take its place. Yep. And it's Water Urshifu. So Indeedee, switch around for... Let's switch for Mewtwo. Yeah, we have 2 turns of the terrain left. Ogerpon... Oh, yeah, you know what? We're just going to go straight for the Horn Leech on the Urshifu slot. Now, Mewtwo is fairly threatened by these guys, but at the same time, he's putting a lot of pressure on their side, too. U-turn. Okay, U-turn into Ogre. So now they're switching into their 4th Pokemon, which is going to take a Horn Leech. Uncontested. Shenpao. Okay, Shenpao also... Ooh. Sword of Ruin. Okay, so Shenpao is extremely fast. What is Shenpao's speed tier? Shenpao's speed. What are we looking at? 135. If it's adamant, I should outspeed it. If it's adamant, but it's probably not adamant. So how about Protect Mewtwo and... Oh, ooh, no. Not Protect. We're going to go ahead and let Ogerpon do some work here. We're going to Aura Sphere the slot, and Ogerpon can follow me so that if they do want to throw Dark Attacks at Mewtwo, it's not going to happen. Oh, Sucker Punch. Pulled Sucker Punch away from Mewtwo. While the Aura Sphere goes to finish the job. Ha! Nice. Alright, bringing Urshifu back. And Dragon Ascent. Dragon Ascent is probably going to destroy Ogerpon, but that's okay. Ogerpon put a lot of work in here for being at -1, and with this turn going down, the Psychic Terrain is gonna evaporate, giving me room to put... Yep, there it is. Now I just bring Psychic Terrain back in with Indeedee. Usually I'm terrible at keeping track of my terrain turns and trying to see what's going on. But now Psychic Surge goes off again, and this time I can take advantage of Expanding Force and, yeah, Expanding Force Psystrike, I think. There's no way you stall out the Psychic Terrain, because that's going to take a lot of Protects, assuming that you're running multiple Protects. Plus, you know what? The Sucker Punch would have failed anyways, because the priority move was on the Psychic Terrain before it evaporated. So really, like, they're playing a lot of priority moves and completely blanking on Psychic Terrain. Okay, of course, so they are running... That might be a Choice Scarf running that. Wouldn't surprise me if it is Choice Scarf. So yeah, those auto crits going off is going to tank Indeedee, but then again, terrain boosted Psystrike against it. making it a complete non-threat. And then I still have my Sneasler in the back with the Psychic Seed and Unburden. So there we go. Special defense boost plus the double speed from Unburden, so we can go ahead and Aura Sphere and close combat for the win. Okay. Now, if they had not played so heavily into using priority moves, maybe they could have done a little better. I'm not... Though I do think that with the turns I was given, I did manage to try and keep some semblance of control on the battlefield. Particularly with the Spiky Shield and the Follow Me, calling their moves as fit. The Dragon Ascent going into Spiky Shield, and then Follow Me pulling the attack, keeping the attacks away from Mewtwo, so that I could go ahead and lose the Ogre Pawn exactly when I needed Psychic Terrain to come back onto the field. Helped a lot in that matchup.